What's going on, guys? Quick disclaimer, if you're not 21, please leave the channel now. We appreciate it. I probably should say that this is for educational purposes only as well. So there's nothing for sale, just Pooter, Cooter, and Scooter and a bunch of houseflies this morning. Here we are, just a couple of houseflies for us. We got a couple of gangs of those. That is the proper succession we are looking for, the flies. We are day 38, but we're also day 15, so we're going into week 3 of the recovery of the crash. And we already had our gnats, we had our fungus gnats, and now is the fly stage. So the flies will show up. This is because we lost a lot of our biology down here in the creek, the things that were eating the larva, the fungus gnat larva, the fly larva, all these things. We just we set back quite a bit, and we're in the recovery process. And like I said, we're a couple weeks in. I've already seen the gnats. Now we're at the fly stage. We'll get the flies. I'll just hang a couple of these, we'll catch them, and they'll just eventually go away. You know, the system will get back into its proper form, I guess. It's, what am I trying to say? From the reset, it'll get all the biology that's in the soil will come back to life and start doing what it was supposed to do, or what it's supposed to do. What it was doing until I crashed it with the lights and started the whole process with the lights, with the deep red. Killed off all my algae, basically my string algae that was cleaning the creek. Once the creek got too dirty, plus we were pushing the boundaries on, not having a filtration system, just using the creek as filtration. So we were using the string algae as basically filtration, catching that poo, catching those nitrates and ammonias and all the different types of gases, and you can see it coming back. You can see it stringing off. See that coming off that? That's string algae. You can also see it, these little patches. And those patches will go up, and you can see it kind of turning green, going up the edges of the sand and silt. That cyanobacteria and that algae will move up into this edge of these creek walls here, and this is where the dissolved oxygen and the aeration takes place for all this life down here. If nothing can aerate or get air, then these things are going to cyst up. They're still there, they're just not active because the conditions aren't right. Once we get the conditions back right for our grasses to start, once we start seeing green grass again, which we are seeing green grass. You can see the green algae on the edge. We're starting to see the green. It was turning brown like this and dying off. You can see it was dying off, but it's starting to come back. So once this starts to get green again, all this dead stuff gets overtaken by new green grass. That lets us know that the oxygen is back, that the system is back in action, and we are running on all 8 cylinders. Right now we're running on like 6 cylinders. And the plants took a hit, but the terps are unbelievable. You can see that we did lockout. We had pretty much a full lockout almost. Probably more, the phosphorus side lockout. Looks like, the crispy edges. I believe that's phosphorus. Potassium, one or the other. It might be potassium. I think it's potassium. I have to check that out. I'm pretty sure it's potassium. When you get these crisp edges on the leaves, I think it's potassium. But the terps, get off there, fly. Shitting all over my damn bud. Terps on that thing are, God, this is Orangeline from OK Calyx. It is just fruity as all can be. I mean, fruit. Like, definitely got like a strawberry orange type thing. I mean, when he says Orangeline, it's like a, yeah, it's like a, I mean, just straight candy almost. This one here has got funk. This is lunar cheese from Luna Whitcomb, and that is just funky, like a funky bread almost, like a. Well, that's the wrong. All I can smell is fruit on that hand now. That's got it's a funk. It's got a little funk to it, but it's a weird funky. Kind of like a rotten milk almost. Like a sour milk. Tomorrow, today we're gonna have water in this thing. This will be our, fourth time? Fourth time's a charm. We fixed our hole up here. So we got all of this sealed up in there. It was backflowing, going up in there. So we put concrete all up in there, resealed it up nice, tied up in there. So whatever backflows up in there should just ricochet and come on back down. I've just got to vacuum that out. That's just a little dust. Vacuum that out, but all of this has been sitting here. We haven't lost any water down here. So that's a good thing. We know that's not leaking. Got the pond all nice. We pretty much re-shielded this whole side of the pond just because I had it left over. I had pond shield, all that, so we went ahead and used the extra just to do the pond again, just a double dose, triple dose. We're going to be putting in soil once we let that run for a day or two. We'll be putting in the soil. So we've got the APSU living soil and his super soil. I'm going to do a super soil kind of at the bottom with a heavy feed towards most of the bottom, and then we're going to top off with the living soil, which is a little bit less food for the. This is a vegetable area. We're not going to be growing cannabis on this side. Cannabis goes over there, so we can save our super soil to top off. We just need a couple bags of super soil. We can top off in the future with just his super soil, which is made for cannabis. Pretty much got everything we need nutrient-wise. It's basically like adding compost. It's just a really good compost. So we'll use this APSUsoil.com. He's going to be sponsoring. They're sponsoring this grow. We're focusing more all on food on this grow. So it's going to be crazy in here, guys. I mean, it's going to get stupid. Y'all going to think I'm nuts, because I kind of am. So all of this right here, all of this will be soil. So we'll have soil all the way up to here. We'll have logs, kind of maybe just design, little, forest feature. We'll cover this up with like a log. You won't see all this will be soil. We might even cover this up with soil. Just cover it all up. You won't see any of it. We'll bring the soil up kind of like the hill there. We'll plant herbs and stuff right through here. So we can do like whatever, basil, we can probably do celery, we can do, whatever. Run those herbs all down through this side here. All this will be soil. So we'll have soil, herbs growing all through here. So I'm thinking this will be our herb side because there's not a whole lot of light over here. We don't have light directly over the pond. So we can do herbs all through there that don't need a lot of light. We can start with a tomato plant here, a cherry tomato, or definitely cherry tomato because I love cherry tomatoes. Big tomatoes, I'm not a big fan of. Cherries, I love. We can do back there in that corner, I was thinking about planting like peas, running a pole up. So we can run poles wherever we need to run like vines up. We can also we're gonna let the vines run all along here, all down the side. We'll have, you can see that there's plenty of room here for soil. That's a whole bag of soil stretched out, and we're still not up above. So all of that's soil. All of this is soil. So from here to there, I mean, that's 13 inches from here to here. A little bit more, probably 15 inches from here to here. Where's my tape measure? Let's see. Yeah, 18 inches. So it's 18 inches. And it's almost 2 feet, 24 inches of soil deep. So it's 2 feet deep by 18 inches wide. And then of course it goes a little narrower once you get over into here. So over here it's a foot. And so we have a foot of soil right here. And then come over here into here, it thins up to 6 inches, 4 inches or so. Then it widens back out as you get back there. Then over here in the middle, it's the same, it's that deep. And it's gonna be 15 inches across. And then it narrows on up into there. So, we can get a lot of stuff in here. Right here, I was thinking we could do like the cherry tomato or something. And then over here, we could do a regular other tomato. And everything will have poles. We can stick poles down in there and run like a bean pole. Run everything that wants to, fall over into the creek. Things that we need to move, we'll have to set poles up to go up instead of like coming out and going down onto our floor where it won't get a whole lot of light. But once we get it in here and start growing, that's when we'll learn where we should put things, where we shouldn't put things. We're just going to have to go through the experience and learn as we go. I really don't know. I just know that we're going to have big plants because this soil, I've got some plants outside that I'm testing. Unbelievable. I mean, just insane growth. And we've had all that rain too. Oh my Lord, the plants outside just exploded last night, or last 2 days, 3 days, they've just doubled in size. And they're all in this living soil here. Let's go over here and check on Scooter. I think we've already had Scooter. Let's see if we see Digger over here. I saw him earlier. He was. There he is. See him up in there? What's up, Dig? This Monstera is, check that out. And then this one's 3 feet. It's like a little midget, a little dwarf. It's 3 feet, it's like 34 inches. 3 feet is what, 36? It's like 34 inches on the tape measure from there up to there. It's huge. I mean, I'm 6'2". I mean, my hands ain't small. That thing's stupid. I mean, these are big. These are the Empress trees. That dwarfs those. You can see how we took a hit in the grass, but you can also see that the dichondra grass is coming back. Look at that. That's a great sign right there, because we lost all that during the great crash. She's coming back. You see, we lost a lot of that, but the dichondra is starting to come back. It's amazing how that creek runs everything. I mean, you mess that creek up, that water that's being oxygenated and being, filtered through the biology and the roots and everything, you mess that up, that gets off balance, it spreads and everything suffers. So the most important part of a grow like this is most definitely keeping your aquarium and your creek dialed in at all times. If you can dial that in, everything else falls into place. You keep your lights set at what the plants like. You find out what they like, keep it there. Don't mess with the red, deep red. We don't need it. The blue, that cool blue, we've got the warm white in there now. That's a very warm white, but we've got it at 40%, where they've got the cool whites at 100%. And the intensity is only at 25%. So if you see what I mean, we're running we got 4 different channels. I'm off on both of the reds. I'm just running the cool white and the warm white. Cool white at 140, at a total at 25. We're pushing 214 watts of power. And the flowers look great now. We're just, like I said, we're recovering. The terps are off the chain. The creek is back to normal. My Joshua tree here is looking good. It's a thing that takes a long time to grow, but we'll see what happens with it. So that's everything. We're hopefully going to go live today. Put some water in the tank, let it flow again. So be on the lookout for that. I don't know what time is it now, probably like 7:30ish. I'm hoping I'll go live maybe around noon, around lunchtime. We'll see. So with that being said, I hope everybody has a great day, and hopefully we'll see you at the live, or we will see you tomorrow morning. Peace.